If he shoulder peeks it, he could get away with it, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Mo is going to go down afterwards, but the amount of pressure now that's on the shoulders of Fitch is a bit too much for him to contend with. He's going to go down without much of a fight, and the bomb will follow.
See the Hobbit moving on up. He's going to get spotted out by Edward, and even though Zeus gets the frag, you can see the crossfires are set up for Na'Vi, and there's no chance for Edran to actually do anything in this kind of scenario. Does eventually find Electronic hiding out, but again, crossfires set up. Meandering towards A, and he's going to be followed up by a couple of teammates as well. They does get spotted out by Fitch here, so they might be onto something. Gambit might be aware. Famas not doing a whole lot of work for just Flamey's AK.
Time though, then. There's only 6 seconds left. They've got to get on the site right now. There might not be enough time to get this plant. It's going to be incredibly close. They just get it by the smallest of margins. And now Adren and Hobbit have to try and retake the site. That was literally down to the wire in that bomb plant.
Can't really fault him for that in a situation like this.
With Dozier's rotation, they know it's going to be A now. So Mo's going to do what he can, and Flamey didn't even have a gun out there, and Mo's managed to get 2. In the meanwhile, both Dozier and Adren have moved around into position. Simple scratching his head, wondering what the hell just happened as he jumps down, he gets peeked, but still able to land the headshot. But at this point, it really does come down to whoever lands the next bullet. Both players exceptionally low. Simple trying to play with the bomb a little bit, throws out the smoke, gets caught with his pants down, but able to spray with the M4, and Simple gets the clutch. Time not really good enough to rotate with. Dozier's going to go looking. As you highlighted, when the lack of nades from the cards, you've got to play aggressive, but Dozier's going to be bitterly disappointed he didn't get that kill. And now that Hobbit's on the other side of the map without any utility or the kit, and he's got an AWP as well, I mean, this is safe. Na'Vi trying to slowly but surely make their way up Banana. Adren is going to get the upper hand in that trade, but he gets traded out almost instantly afterwards. Is usually able to get a second. No Hobbit's there, but he then falls to the hands of Simple, who is by himself with the bomb at this stage.
Actually going to commit to the bomb side as well.
And he's going to go for the plant instantly. So now Edward's got to get a shimmy on from the A side of the map. It's going to take him a good 10-15 seconds at the very least if he just straight up runs, but he's actually walking. So the amount of confidence that Na'Vi rightly have for Simple to just hold fire, hold on to the back of the site, allowing Edward to move into position. And he's going to smoke over onto CT side. This is going to funnel a couple of those CTs into Ruined Gardens, which is exactly where Simple is trained. Oh, that timing is brutal. The second he moves, Mo goes for the peak. You hate to see it, but welcome to the scoreboard, Gambit. It is all a ruse, though. We have the benefit of being able to see that Simple has the bomb. He's starting to make a move, but there is Mo. He stayed in position. He could be on for seconds. That bomb's actually in a horrible spot considering he's got an AWP there, but Electronic still lands the one tap onto him. It may not be good enough as Hobbit has just cleaned up elsewhere, and Fitch will do the rest. But for a moment, plenty of nades. There's 2 Molotovs in actual fact. They can start to push onto the site after this Molotov gets out their way. Flashbang going to follow it up. Here come the hail of nades. It's raining nades on the site, raining fire too. And Hobbit's about to start burning unless he's just going to back away in the nick of time. He's picked up 1 frag, but no more. Edward and Zeus are doing so much work. Mo wasn't too far out on that shot, but the flashbang is going to stop him from banging through the smoke anymore. Very close in terms of time, but they're just going to get the bomb planted. And now it's all about the retake. Zeus is going to claim the first frag in this 3-on-3 as Dozier goes by the wayside. Zeus is seeing bullets come just from behind him on the Banana side. You've got to say the positions for Na'Vi are looking really good. Yeah, triple crossfire in play.
No utility on Gambit side to actually force anyone out either. Zeus with the second frag on 5 HP, and that's going to seal the deal for them.
Plenty of nades to play with, although they are a player down. There's only 1 flashbang.
Similar positions as well from Gambit as well.
So here we go. Similar Molotovs. Deja vu, a carbon copy of the previous round, but is the end going to be different? It's looking like the result will not match the last one. Hobbit tries to spray, does get 1, but not a second, and now Simple in a 1-on-4's got 1 frag, but Dozier pushes the smoke. Really flirting with the idea of A, and we've seen before they've pulled back. This time maybe not the case, and there's Edward straight out. Mo, who is still in the same position trying to use that smoke as cover, will go down. Hobbit from the side though. There's been a couple times when Gambit have had 2 or 3 players that could bait Na'Vi into a false sense of security. They must realize now that the rotation has came to fruition as Fitch goes in for another one. There's so many smokes that he can't really help his teammates out at this stage, and Dozier's run out of bullets. He's going to run out of life too, as Simple just hops over him, landing the frag. It will be a bomb plant to follow. And he's getting tagged up through the box, but he still has 18 health, and that's more than enough for Simple to clutch, but not on this occasion. Fitch spraying around the corner. So he's going to join the rest of his brethren here. It would still be them outnumbered, but outgunned, we'll have to find out. Zeus is going to open up Electronic with 2 kills, and Simple comes through with one of his own. Adren, with only 34 health left, at range, is going to have to try and pull off some crazy play with his Glock.
Still going to have to get the bomb as well. This is a terrible situation for him to find themselves in. He needs to find one more frag as well before he actually tries to retrieve it. Not going to happen. Flamey.
Like that second mid.
Yeah.
So it's a smart play by Na'Vi to make sure they didn't give him any opportunity to get that bomb. And it's going to be a massacre. There's nades flying. There's bodies going up in the air. Simple with a double frag with the grenade. And we'll finish off with a 4K. One of the fastest rounds of CS that you will see.
Edward's actually going to pick up the AWP, which I guess makes sense considering the state he finds himself in. Actually going to get backup from Zeus, though. So both sides being spread fairly thin, and Dosha able to find the first frag, but the Electronic answers quickly here.
Oh, so close to getting a third as well. The Hobbit just a bit too fast, down to 28 health. Does give Zeus and Edward a possible chance of bringing this back, but Edward is very slow on this rotation. Zeus is going to be by himself for the foreseeable future, and actually scratch that, he's dead. Yeah. So Edward's going to save instead, and hey, Gambit aren't out this just yet.
And kind of leave it at that if you don't get an immediate kill. And Simple, super aggressive into second mid.
You've got to love that, man. What? Simple, Jesus Christ.
Bit of a madman.
Thing is, with 1 HP, all he has to do is land a couple of shots, and it's all good. There's the first one. Sure, Edward gets a little bit baited, but we'll take that. And of course, we know he's got 1 HP. Gambit have no idea that's the case. As far as they're concerned, Simple's really healthy right now, and they don't want to go anywhere near him.
They have no idea about his crazy antics and apps. But Gambit are going to make the rotation, and Na'Vi on there, and have forced 2 players over on the B bomb side. Flamey's going to go down, and this leaves a lot to be done for Electronic. Finds the first frag, actually, immediately. Position given up, but still a lot of room to play with. Finds the second one on Hobbit as well. Can he actually take out Mo as well? Oof, gets the tag through the wall. Mo eventually finds him. It did get tagged up by Zeus as well, so you can assume that Zeus is nearby. Does spot his head as well. Does have some type to play with.
Could do this, though. He's going to go up on the box as well to try and skew the angle a little bit. They assume he'd still be down there. He may just go for the all-out bomb plant, but he can hear the footsteps coming in. So close to landing the shot. Zeus is doing so much work, though. And Mo will go down eventually, even if he did get the kill. He only had about 3 or 4 seconds left anyway. They don't have to send either of them to rotate. They can stay in position. Simple's playing an angle. I was about to say that is going to be susceptible to being smoked and naded off, but Edward's just hiding in the corner. He's already picked up one, and now Simple can strike. He's already got 1 frag. Are there going to be any more? His teammates are falling around him. There's only 2 left, but Mo's one of them, and he connects 2 shots in a row. That's going to be a bomb plant. A while on Na'Vi's rotation. 6 seconds left and the bomb will get planted. Flamey just spots Hobbit afterwards, takes him out the equation. And now Mo, who's already picked up 2, has to go 2 more. It's going to be rough for him to land this one, but if he can take down the first player that peeks him around the corner in just a few moments' time, it's on the cards. And there we go. Electronic's got to go by the wayside. It's all about the AWPers now. Flamey does have a kit, and he knows where Mo is. But to get him out of position here is going to be hard. It's not as if he has a Molotov or a HE or anything. He's just going to have to straight up peek Mo, and he's got himself tagged in the process. Mo's missing the shot right now. He's going to land it, and he will do so, keeping Gambit in this game a little bit longer. Doesn't really work for him, though. After a solid start by Na'Vi, it's starting to crumble now. They do have Simple up close to the P250. Anything's possible with this man. There's one looking for a second, picks it up as well. The bomb's gone down, and in the meanwhile, Flamey's got himself 2 frags as well. This is completely shifted against Gambit, and one of the worst moments possible. Is Adren able to find some of that form from just a few months prior? He's going to need to dig deep. The AK-47 should be good enough to contend with both these players, but it's more with a bomb being dropped out. All it takes is 1 stray headshot, and he's gone.
Smoke actually might play to the favor of Adren here. To kind of isolate himself. It's going to be really hard for Na'Vi to get a dual peek.
Now the smoke is gone, though, Ven. Sanctuary is no longer on the cards. He's trying to tap round corners, trying to wall bang as best as he can, but now there's 10 seconds. He's going to have to shift gears. He's going to have to push the go-in button, and he's got himself 1 frag. Only 4 seconds left. He's going to have to push Simple right now. Simple's playing Ring Around the Rosie, but it's going to be the round going the way of Gambit with literally half a second to go.
2 remaining Gambit players in no man's land, really. Don't necessarily have a lot of utility to work with either. Doja does find Electronic. Does he know that Flamey's there? Flamey actually misses the shot. Oof. It's a big whiff. Oh, and a
Not like this. But Simple is going to land the frag anyway. Dozier with the bomb down. 78 health left. Going to be playing the long game.
Oh, he's going to rotate over towards Abs as well.
About to say he only has 6 bullets left, but he realized it for the reload.
Still a pretty tough retake actually for Na'Vi. They don't have any utility to block off Abs or anything like that. And all Doja has to do is get on that bomb planter and just play the annoying corners.
I mean, surely here, Zeus goes to the defuse and he lets Simple try and just take the shot. I'm not too sure about this at all, Na'Vi.
Well, picks it up. It actually bails out.
It's done. They're going to pick it up. Dozier gets the 1v2 clutch. He's going to die, but he's totally okay with that, of course.
100% worth it. And that was a double up investment from Na'Vi's end as well, so their bank. Let's get away with this.
They're actually going to rotate. Oh. This is potential suicide.
Time's not necessarily working.
They've got 10 seconds left then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to make of this. Oh, well, they're still
they don't have time.
Yeah, they don't have time to play the bomb. They have to find the last player, but that's Flamey.
Gambit. What have you done?
Trend, though, in a very good position in pit here. We saw Electronic have massive impact.
Problem is as well, no nades, no kits for Na'Vi. I'm gonna have to get a move on. Adread, you live by the sword, you die by Electronic. Pit, they'll come back to haunt them. Gambit 1 kill away from overtime.
Smartly rotates back. He might actually be met by Doja here.
Simple, please.
There you go.
Oh, this is rough now for the terrorists. Dozier's way off on B site. He's gonna get the drop, but not the frag onto Flamey. And Simple on 10 health. The Molotov below Dozier needs to be careful. Down to about half of his health. He's about to be peeked from the backside. There is Flamey. Oh, on Flamey for a second as well. And he was landing some exquisite shots in the previous round. He's not relenting just yet. Na'Vi on the brink of winning all their CT rounds. And again, we discussed this. It was the CT sides that were ruining each of these teams. This fight with the least amount of occupying CT players, at least for the time being, one of which is going to be moving in now. Simple is in position, but Hobbit spins around on a swivel and lands the headshot onto Simple after dispatching of Zeus. And in a heartbeat, we're all at 2-on-2. Yeah, neither player occupying anywhere near the site. Now Fitch is going to go lucky, but Electronic gets the better of him. Here comes Hobbit. There's a flashbang. That may have actually been a CT flashbang that just ruined Flamey. And it's going to be now down to Hobbit trying to land the spray. Electronic is on 73 health and he's on the prowl, but it's going to be perfectly played by Hobbit, who will win this round for Gambit and at least make sure the clean sweep will not be coming to fruition on this CT side for Na'Vi.
Here comes the execute.
Hobbit's by his lonesome, but he does have 2 players quickly wrapping around from CT. If he can just stay alive long enough, maybe take a player down with him, that's going to be good enough. He's so low, but he can continue to be a thorn in the backside. They're not sure if he's even on the side. They have no idea where he is, but Dren, they nearly line up for him. There's a lot of damage that's been inflicted across to Na'Vi at this stage, and it's just Flamey and Edward left alive with 4 CTs to fend off against. Make it Edward. The weight of the world on his shoulders, so many players up against him, he's not able to get it done. Gambit will bring us even once more.
Just finding new ways to play with the camera.
It can't be just me that gets freaked out by like eyes and stuff in movies, right? Like, I can deal with any kind of gore, but as soon as eyes are involved, I'm out. I'm pacing out with that.
Yeah, like for anyone who's seen Hostel, that's like
a
big nope. Everyone's having some fun.
Now it's down to Mo, Dozier, and Fitch to dig them out this very deep hole they've put themselves in. Simply put, if they don't win this round, then Na'Vi will win.
Doja still has a Molotov here that he can throw back in, and regardless of what corner he chooses to throw it in, it's going to play a massive part because Na'Vi are stacking up with 2 players on each end of the site.
Oh, and he's throwing it towards the new box. This is going to do loads of damage. Electronics on 11 health. The time is going down ever so quick, though, and now Zeus has so many different angles he has to watch out for. He's going to get overwhelmed. Electronic in shadow. How many kills? Going to get none! Gambit with the perfect retake. Take us into second overtime.
Stacking up towards that A bomb site. It's like a broken record at this point. Na'Vi get an early kill towards B. They reconvene towards A. Gambit have stacked the wrong bomb site.
It's like deja vu from the previous round, except this time Fitch is on his own. He doesn't have Dozier there with him. Nice try, but not quite able to get the shots to land through the smoke.
It's at least buying some time, but look at the forward positionings from Na'Vi players. Electronic here in Arch Corner. Just ready to welcome any sort of rotation. We'll get picked off by Doja, who's wielding the AWP right now. As soon as Fitch goes down, though, that's pretty much game, set, and match, at least for the round being.
Yeah, and the reason why you're getting kind of tilted by Adren peeking and dying, it's nothing really Dozier could do there. He's already very low.
Nice Molotov there. Simple's going to have to use the smoke, not letting himself go down to 1 HP this time. And a flurry of nades actually from both sides coming out here.
Oh, that flashbang totally neutralizing Mo's position.
Oh, spots
He's going to get it now, though. He's about to get peeked again. Oh, that flick onto Zeus's head. Destroys him. Yeah, maybe Na'Vi mind gaming themselves. Like, we've gone A the last 2 times. Surely they're going to stack players on A. Nope.
It's like 15 times the charm. Smoke's coming out, though.
Has been smoked out. Hobbit and Adren need to get some crossfire established. That Molotov's going to destroy Hobbit, but it's allowing Adren to just walk up and land 3 headshots. Put 6 foot under. And now the aggression is starting to find its way over onto the A side. It will be Flamey in pit. He's going to get encircled, though, by terrorists. He looks to try and flick across into the gaps, and he's able to land the shot with the USB. And there's the rest of the players to fall. With it falling, it's going to draw Flamey out into position. This allows them to move up on short instead. Like clockwork, Hobbit and the rest of Gambit are moving into position. And it's all on Simple now on Edward. He's had a slow overtime. Is he going to go big now? He's got himself another frag, but now Edward, who has to come through Library and contend with these terrorists and get the bomb defused, is all that stands between Na'Vi winning and us going to a 3rd overtime. And he's down to 46 health to make matters even worse for him. This is it, it's done. We're moving to a 3rd overtime.
Fairly anonymous regulation. Oh, the timing is perfect there. Suze, though, with 2 quick return frags. Hobbit manages to take out Flamey, but Suze still standing tall. Talked about the ship going down without its captain. That's not happening. Suze is still fighting. Almost nets a 4th kill as well, but does buy time for Simple to come in there and trade it out. Mo's left in a 1v2 situation. He's clutched out one of these before in OT already.
Yep. He has so much time as well, then. That's the other thing. He's not necessarily pressed right now, and he has, by and large, control of the bomb. So he's going to switch across to the AK, completely get behind this. I don't think he's going to expect a double push, though, from short. He's going to hear the footsteps coming. There's 1. He only has 9 health left. He's not able to get the 2nd. And Na'Vi...
Assuming the pop flash coming out from Mo.
This time he's not going to get himself unluckily killed. Oh, Electronic with 3. Turning this round in favor of Na'Vi all by his lonesome, but hold the phone for a second. Although it's very low on time, it's going to be Na'Vi winning the round, all thanks to Electronic.
I said he had a lot of players to deal with, and he dealt with it.
3-player retake in effect. Sendry in the hands of Adren, but where's he going to put it? Dependent on where it lands could mean everything to Gambit and clutching this round. Nade's still doing damage across the board. Hobbit's going to come in with a frag, and now it's down to Simple. Hiding in Graveyard, he is the first and potentially last line of defense. Flamey's at the back of the site, but he may not be able to get too much done from this. Having said that, he's landed 1 headshot, but he's going to go down now. Simple peeks, the Dren pounces on top of him as well. And Gambit, it's incredibly close, but they're going to have the clutch again. Within prime position to strike, comes back through again. That was nearly a 2-for-1. Mo's going to burn to death. I think he was trying to get a kill before he fell. And now Dozier, up close and personal, is going to dispatch Javon and Simple. And now it's Gambit's turn to have match point.
He's not going to have any sort of backup on his end.
Oh, and they all come pushing out 1 by 1, and Mo's already got 1, but Simple answers back, and Flamey's gone for an entry as well. It seems like we're heading to another overtime, unless Adren and Hobbit have a huge play up their sleeve. Jumping away will keep Hobbit alive, but for how long is the question. He's been smoked out. That nade could have damage written all over it as well. He very nearly falls to it if he kept pushing. And this would be a monumentous clutch if they could somehow, some way make this stick. But the positions for Na'Vi surely are just too unsurmountable for Gambit to pull off here. And it's just got a whole lot harder as there goes Flamey and Simple. We move to another overtime, Vendetta.
How unexpected. Now remains to be seen how successful Mo can be in the defense.
Oh, Electronic just runs straight through Raw, and he's going to get punished as back comes Mo for another one. He's showing no signs of weakening or tiring out. 3 kills, holding the fort for Gambit. For both of the defenders of Hobbit and Adren. And Adren's already picked up 1. Now it's Hobbit's moment to shine. He's only going to get the 1 the frag of his own, but Adren gets the flashed up Edward as he pushes through the smoke, through the shadows, into the fire very much. of Adren, Zeus and Simple have got the bomb planted again in overtime. It simply doesn't matter when you've got 16k. Now Simple, can he pull off a massive clutch? There's another one they're lining up for him. He's trying to tap his way to victory. There's another frag. He's actually on for the ace and the clutch as well. And can Mo spoil the party? No, he can't! Simple goes astronomical and will clutch the round out in quadruple overtime.
2v4. There we go. Yeah, Simple knows what he's done right there. He's feeling good about himself. Been rather quiet actually so far. Dark corner being very effective for a lot of the oppers. It's going to remain the same as well. flamie finds the first, gets taken out by Mo though. Zeus, last man standing on the B bomb site. Oh. Perfect flash. Only manages to find one frag though. Simple considering jumping through the smoke here.
Gets clotheslined by Adren though. He's having none of that. Not allowing Simple to clutch again. Now Electronic, the other man that many are focusing on, will also go the same way. Waiting for that right moment, and the right moment is coming up right now. Edward's going to pick up one, drops back down again, and he's trying to bait in for Simple, but Simple gets instantly headshot out of his boots, and Hobbit goes in for more. Gambit looking good to take the lead now. Again, retake on the cards. And with Hobbit low, it's doable, but it's going to be hard.
Doable indeed, but late rotation coming in through Banana. No Molotovs to work with either, so they can't necessarily clear out spots in the same fashion we saw Doja do for Gambit some ways back, but you know, who needs Molotovs when you can penetrate walls? Zeus finds that one kill, equalizes everything.
Oh, that flashbang has neutralized Hobbit, but Mo at the back, once again with the AWP, is joined alongside Adren, and Adren's gonna drill the headshot into Electronic, looking to push in his Zeus, but he's not gonna be able to do it, and Gambit have another flaming up on the boost. It's a position that we've seen before. Of course, you're going to see it when this many rounds have been played, but it has been one of the least used positions, I would say, over on quad. They're still going to check it, though. Out comes Dozier for one. Electronic tries to answer back, but this is where the over-rotation is going to hurt Na'Vi. This could be all she wrote. It's going to be a bomb plant, more than likely. Edward's going to boost over Simple. He can't see anything as of yet. He's about to maybe spot a glimmer of a player pushing towards the site. But as soon as that smoke disperses, Vendetta, they are very much open and vulnerable, but Simple's still going to land the frag all the same. So now Na'Vi have an opportunity to bounce back in and take us to another overtime.
Hobbit's been tied low as well, so this is going to be a lot on Adrian's shoulders. It's going to be all on his shoulders.
Can Adrian clutch this 1-on-3? Can he win the game outright for Gambit? He's being pushed from multiple angles, and Simple's going to land the frag. And surprise, surprise, overtime number 5.
There's definitely opportunity here.
Oh, Simple. All by himself. What a shot that is. And a second as well. The flick's on point. If I flicked that hard, my wrist would have snapped clean off.
And flamie decides to join in on the fun as well. Doesn't want to be outdone by his teammate. Finds Doja. But Arch is open. Zeus might find the perfect timing here to jump on Adren. He does so as well. That's bomb dropped. Hobbit forced into the same venue, and Zeus is going to be waiting for him. So clean round. That could play in the back of the heads of Gambit. The fact that it is Simple with an up, so it's not unreasonable to leave him alone. They definitely need smoke off here.
Uh-oh. Missed that shot. Could cost him, but of course he goes back in for more. Maybe gets a bit too greedy, a bit too carried away, and that's leaving flamie in a horrible predicament. And there was 2 separate angles for him to watch out for. Solid that Adren jumps up there instead. But now, Zeus and Electronic moving into position. There's not too much time left, but the bomb is going to get planted. Dozy goes in for a frag. Electronic up to the plate. What can you do? He's not going to expect Adren to his right-hand side. It's going to cost him his life. All even again.
And even getting smoked off in quad. Not deciding to firing any bullets back. Well, I say that. He's going to let go off a couple of bullets and finds flamie as well. Manages to make it out of it.
He knows that he has Fitch to back him up as well from the pit area. Mo's going to land onto Simple as he looks to push through. That's a really important kill. And this could put Gambit 2 rounds in the lead. Zeus is low. And Mo will see the trajectory and the barrel of the gun sticking around the corner. He knows that someone's just around there. Zeus is going to peek, and it's going to be to his demise. And there's the second kill for Edward, who decides to turn it up a notch. I should say the second kill onto Edward, not for Edward. Electronic, though, is going to land the headshot onto Mo. Not going to get anything out of it just yet, but here come the smokes. Those who's been in this alcove before, but not for quite some time. I don't think they'll realize this. There's heavy smokes down. There's going to be footsteps heard. He's going to try and tap himself through the smoke. Unfortunately, from his perspective, nothing is going to land. And now the pressure is mounting up, but it's going to be frags going the way of Adren. Now Fitch is going to use that smoke as some cover, but he's going to go down to the hands of Zeus, who decides to step things up a mark when his team's back are against the wall. Dozy with a free frag. He's going to be looking for a second. Lands it as well. It's all on Simple. He's going to go for the full-on defuse, but it's going to be a 10-second defuse that Simple's going to eat this nade right to the face, and he goes down. And that's going to be Gambit taking the match in the 59th round.
Absolutely unreal. Doja doing it in style to end it all as well. And somehow Gambit make it back all the way from a 13-5 deficit to close out the game. And I think we got to see pretty much every aspect of CS throughout that game.
I can't even begin to imagine what is going through Na'Vi's mind right now. To go the distance, almost 2 full maps of CS.